Hello and welcome back to Doing It Down Under, and as you can see, Melbourne City FC are top of the table. Yes, what a manager, I'd say. Thank you. Yes, as you see, we're top of the table, but as you can also see, we are top of the table with 4 other people joined on the same points of 21 points, and we are even tied goal difference with Melbourne Victory. But we have the head-to-head, so it's very tight at the top. I mean, we're still 4 points away from being out of the playoffs, but we've been brilliant. I mean, recently we've scored. We haven't scored a lot, but I think that's because I've made the swap from being an attacking, flowing type team to more of a possession and structured type team. And as you can see, once I did structure, we stopped conceding, but we also stopped scoring. So that means we had 3 0-0 draws in a row, as you can see there. Now, I left you after the Perth match, and then after that, we went to Central Coast Mariners, and we beat them 4-1. Now, I was very surprised at this point because I thought that Central Coast Mariners were going to be a brilliant team this season, as they had made some top-notch signings. As you can see, they brought in an Australian Tom Rogic, who would fit into my team perfectly, and he's the Australian marquee, but he's underperformed really. Then they brought in another Australian goalkeeper. They brought in Scott McDonald, who I was looking at pre-season as one of my Australian marquee players. He's done poor. I mean, he scored 3 goals, but look at that average rating. And then they brought in another goalkeeper. And I thought, oh my god, they've actually gone out and signed some players. But they haven't, and that's why they're in 10th. But back to that game, we managed to beat them 4-1, as you can see. Karen Bullitt getting 2 goals, Damien Duff and Ryan McGowan also getting on the score sheet. We dominated the match. They had a lot of shots in the second half, but we dominated the first half. And as you can see, we played brilliantly. Karen Bullitt got man of the match. Akiyoshi didn't really have a good game, but Massimo Luongo had a brilliant game. I think he had a few assists. I'll just check. He had no assists, but I think he just had a brilliant game in the end. So that was our first victory after that match, after the Perth Glory match. Then it was another one of these Sydney-type games. We went 2-0 up, and we managed to lose it 3-2. I was very annoyed again, as at this point we just kept on letting the teams have shots, and it's not good enough. And as you can see, they scored 2 goals in the last 5 minutes, which was heartbreaking, because I thought, okay, we might not win this now after the first Mabil goal, but then we had to go and lose it. I mean, look at their average ratings. They're crap. I mean, only the subs were the good people that came on, but I guess ours weren't that good in the end. But you know, so that was only our second defeat of the season. Then, as of course, we had these 3 0-0 draws. Now, this is when I turned the tactic onto structured. So I was happy with these 3 draws, 0-0 draws, except the Newcastle one, I think, because as you can see. Well, no, we didn't. No, never mind. I was very happy with this one because we were being dominated in this one. And then the Brisbane one, first one of the 3. Again, we were kind of a bit dominated still, but we weren't conceding, which is the important thing. But then Sydney one was a bit more even. I think we could have won this, but we were unlucky. We had a brilliant defence. And then I think I changed one more thing in this match. I'll show you what I've changed. But we managed to come out with the 2-1 victory. It was a bit scary in the second half, as they had 24 shots on target shots, and we only had 10. So I think we were a bit lucky in the end, but our defence held out again. So now we have the home game against Melbourne Victory FC, the second Melbourne Victory FC game of the season, and they are sitting in second. So it is actually quite a important game. So, the tactic changes I have made are, we are now a structured team, and I have put work ball into box on in the instructions. Now, as you can see, this happened. People are on international duty And can you see when the date is? The 31st of January. Yep. 4 of my players, 3 key players, have been called up to the Australian under-22 squad, even though they're over under-22, to join them in I think it's like the Asian under-22 Nations Cup. So we have lots of players missing, but luckily our opponents today also have lots of players missing, so it's evened out. And that's also why we only had a narrow victory over Wellington, I think. So that means we had to bring in one other player on a 1-month loan, Harry Ashcroft, who I was looking to bring in the summer, but I didn't in the end. But I've got him on a 1-month loan here, because his wages are cheap and he's Australian. So he's going to be here for a month, just till people like Chapman get back and McGowan come back from injury. So he's going to just do a job, hopefully. And yeah, we also had to bring in some youth players to fill out the bench, like bring in a youth keeper and a youth striker, because we are kind of thin on the ground, sadly. So that covers that. So let's get straight into the game. Now, today it might be a bit better quality, as I'm going to check out how I'm compressing these videos and see if I can make the quality a bit better. So hopefully the quality will be a bit better. And also I shall be speeding up the highlights as suggested in the comments by someone, I forgot their name, but so it's a bit speedier. So this is the team that we are going in with. I'm going to have to give squad numbers out. So I'm going to give why okay, number 19, number no, it's not goalkeepers. Give him number 70, and Doyle number 37, because I feel like it. So submit the numbers, check the sounds off, and I'll just speed up in between highlights, and there. Hopefully it's not too fast, but we are not favourites for this game, which is a bit worrying, but hopefully our people on international duty will be counteracted by having their players on international duty. So let's get straight in with this. Any team would miss that. Oh, so they're playing a 4-4-2, so they might be outdone in the midfield, which is a good thing because we always love our possession. And I'll let my defending coach do that. Okie dokie, and I'll say we've been on a good run. So I'll say blah blah blah. See, I love those green team talks. So Melbourne victory kickoff, and they have the first highlight. Lieha Barisha, who's been on hot form this season. We managed to clear away the corner. Ben Khalifa, Barbarousis, to, I can't read his name. Oh no, I just turn it down a tiny bit because it's a bit too fast. Lieha, they're having early corners. Georgievski with the corner in swinging. Barbarousis on the edge of the area. We get it clear. Looking a bit worrying, but hopefully we can get our foot into the game, as it's only 14 minutes in. Ko with the goal kick. We clear it up. Akiyoshi to Meredith, to Yerman, up to Davies, who manages to hit it down. Alex to Duff, to Pardlew, to Retry. See, we do like to pass the ball around. I love to see that, just like Swansea do. Always have to mention Swansea, don't I? Akiyoshi to Alex, who tries a shot weirdly, and it goes straight to Ko. So Alex has been doing well this season, but Charlie Davis hasn't been doing the same. I don't know why. I think it's just maybe he just can't get used to the league. But Duff has picked up a knock, but I'm not going to take him off, as I can't really, because I don't have anyone on the bench at the moment because of the absences. So looks like they're on the attack a lot at the moment, but we managed to get the ball back. Alex doesn't have a lot of pace, so he probably won't get past him, and you see he doesn't. Ben Khalifa does. To Barbarousis, they managed to clear up. So just to say assertively, concentrate, or demand a bit more. because we are not getting in this game. Then you get a bit frustrated. They are. Germano to Duff. Oh, that's a poor pass, but Ashcroft, our new man, manages to sweep it up. Oh, we can't pass it, so I'm just going to go a bit more flexible, I think, just to give that a bit more fluidity. Broxham with a long shot, blocked. Valeri to Barbarousis, tries tricking the players, but Meredith is aware of it. Redmayne punts it up to Duff, who brings it to Alex, to Retry, to Duff, back to Pardew, to Alex. Davies, can he score his first goal? No, he can't. He has been poor. I don't know what it is about him, but am I giving him enough game time? Why should I really if he's not scoring? And Bullet is, but I expect better from him. He's probably going to score now, but no, he doesn't. Duff to Retry, to Alex, and they clear. Come on. Herman's on a red. Yeah, German is on a red. No, yellow even. He's not on a red. Are we off? So our attacking players have not done well, so I'm just going to make some changes. I'm going to bring Jake Parker-Daesh on for Duff and move Retry out in the mid-right role. And then I'm going to bring on Stefan Mauk, who had a good game last game. So let's just say that. And I think there's a lot more to come from them, because there is, because they have been performing brilliantly, but obviously not today. So Retry has the ball out wide. Germano to Ashcroft. So the financial position of the club doesn't look like it's getting any better, and I think that's partly down to me by signing Luongo, but they're the ones that gave me the money, so they can't really blame me that much. But hopefully, if we get into the Champions League of Asia, we can earn some money. And Borussia scores, but is he going to be offside? Yes, he is. So hopefully, the club will inject some money in, and the TV money and prize money hopefully will balance the books out, so we can carry on for another season. Or no, I hope we will be able to carry on for another season, but we'll be debt free hopefully. So we looked a bit better in this half. I'm just going to say, calmly encourage. I do like to tinker. Oh, and they have scored this time. Borussia. Oh, and that leaves us 1-0 down and in third place, which is not the ideal situation. So I'm just going to turn off work into box. Barker-Daesh. Ko with the save. Akiyoshi with the corner. Will anything come of it? Nope. Davis, he scores his first goal for us, and I was just slagging him off this game, but he has drawn it level at 1-1. Maybe I shouldn't be putting on work into box, and we should let them be a bit more fluid and let them do what they want, because if that's what they want to do, I'm happy to let them do it. Because Davis, I was slagging you off, but looks like you have got me back on your side. So can you score another though? Or am I asking too much there? Okay, Meredith has been torn about by the Melbourne Victory team, so I'm just going to bring on Zulu who hasn't been in the best of form, but hopefully if I bring him on, he can prove to me that he deserves a starting place in the team. So Barisha's been injured. I don't like to see many players injured, but I'm happy because he is the top scorer in the A-League at the moment, so at least he is not going to be a threat to us in this game anymore. Barker-Daesh has been a bit dismal. So I haven't been playing him as much this year, of course, with the arrival of Luongo. So he's been out of the team and mainly a sub. But there we are. We have a draw against our city rivals, Melbourne Victory, which is no bad result. But I mean, it's at home and we have beaten them away. So I kind of feel a bit annoyed. But I guess we have lots of players out. So I'm going to say I'm not happy with the performance. Okay. So that's 1-1, and we're not in first anymore, but we're in second, and we're not closing the gap really because we were first, but we're still up there, which is a good thing. Getting too many draws though, which is annoying. So we just drew 1-1, and I will probably meet you back for the Wellington Phoenix game or the Newcastle Jets game. I'll see how it goes, etc. So I have been the Philosopher 24. This has been Melbourne City FC. We are second in the High End A League, and I am out.